Hello and good evening. Welcome back to Race 1 Live. Today, Red Bull Ring. My name is Jose and with me, Dan. How about you, Dan?
I'm good, thank you, Jose. Very nice to be back again at the Red Bull Ring in Austria today. A lovely little track compiled of many fast-flowing corners and long straights, and with cars such as the Aston, the BMW, and the Mercedes, AMG, and many more. I'm expecting a very exciting race today around the Red Bull Ring.
Okay, Dan, I'm just gonna pass the intro, and then we come back to live.
Perfect. See you after the intro.
Okay, and we back to the live stream.
Perfect. Well, hopefully we'll be able to bring you some nice commentary on this race today with the mix of Portuguese and Danish drivers we've got. Many more Danishmen than we normally have, about 4 new additions to the grid. And yeah, hopefully we can commentate on what should be some excellent racing action. Not that we don't ever bring you some exciting commentary, just, you know, sometimes we can't be heard. Isn't that right, Jose?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Rub it.
I had to bring it up. I had to. I'm sorry.
Rub it in now. I know it's modern fair. Hopefully today.
I won't bring it up again.
No. As many times as you like, because, you know, it's what's fair, it's fair. You know, last week was. I could give an explanation. I think was one of my cables, my HDMI cable was doing had some kind of bad contact, and it turned off the HDMI for a little bit, and then the PlayStation does the normal thing that is just, you know. Anyway, it's all good. I think everything's gonna be fine today, guys. If you hear us, say hello. If you're not hear us, say something else. You know. Okay.
Anything else?
Anything else? Exactly.
Wait, no, but if they can't hear us, how will we know that they are asking us
that's a really,
to say something?
I'm pretty sure they can hear me.
Also, alright, it's just me that they can't hear.
Now, if that's the thing, because as you can imagine, it's all to do with the PlayStation sending the sound to my capture card. And if the PlayStation is sending the sound to my phones only, it won't send it to the capture card. It's basically, it's the, you know, the complicated explanation. That's what happened last time. He didn't send to the HDMI, send it to my phones. Thanks a lot, PlayStation.
Well, I'll be honest, I understood none of that explanation, but whatever you say.
Yeah. Okay, so today we have more Danish drivers. I think they just taken over. So let's hope they provide us a nice race, as it's been, you know, the costume lately. And we have some fun as normally also. They are already panning up. I can see the guys Just getting on the side there. They're already getting ready to start the race.
Oh, just rolling through the new guys. We've got Bedstead Farboy currently in the Hyundai. We've got Kevin I really hope I'm pronouncing these names correctly. It may be entirely wrong. Kevin Bundegaard in the Mercedes AMG. We've got I am so pronouncing these names wrong. Also in the Mercedes AMG, and oh my god, Rislinga. I'll call him RS. Let's just go with RS for now.
Sounds okay.
I'm not going to try to pronounce that again. We'll leave it at that. That's the names of the new guys, all of them Danish. And we know that the other Danish guys have provided us with some excellent high-quality racing, some brilliant pace, and, well, we hope the others that are joining them can follow along in their footsteps. I'm expecting big things. We know just how fast these Danish guys can really be.
I can see they are already being a little bit fast for sure. I see bets start far. But I will get there. Let's call it boy for now.
I was going to call him Bedstead, but either works.
Bedstead, okay. Is in third place. Kevin Bundgaard is in fifth place. So I can see they
cool.
There's already they're being fast anyway. So let's hope they keep being
sure.
fast.
I think we'll call fifth place just Kevin. I think Kevin works. And then ninth can just be Babin. And 10th, I have no idea what we're going to call Rislinga, that works. Well, it's really hard to say, but it'll do. I'll be honest, it would have been a bit better if we could have invited some English guys so that I could have pronounced their names quite easily, but, you know, Danish will do. They've got a bunch of weird letters in their alphabet, like an A and an E that are literally connected. I'm glad none of them have that.
We had some English guys, but they didn't find it easy to adapt to this championship, so they gave up after one or two races. But well, we have who we have, and let's. Well, and we know these guys can provide a nice race. Let me just put the last announcement.
So that's a minute left on qualifying? Yep, 1 minute, all out, as you've said. Should be... Well, most of the guys seem to have just stopped on the track already, to be fair.
Yeah.
The first corner.
I guess they are having a little bit of a break just before, you know, the race starts. The
just going to the toilet quickly.
Or something like that, yeah.
In a couple of my leagues that I used to participate in, we would always have about 5 minutes where we could quickly either go put the kids to bed, not myself personally, go to the toilet, or grab a drink, because everyone for some... we just had a lot of people who were just saying, can we wait for a second, I need to go grab something, or I need to put the kids to bed, or something like that. So we just decided, let's have a 5 minutes where people can just do that.
That makes sense. So, any kind of provision or anticipation for what's going to happen today on the race with these new pilots and all of that? What do you think?
Well, I do have to say, of course, Big Dane, he has been absolutely magnificent recently. He's been doing so well in the previous races. But around this track, you do have to look after your tyres a bit, because you don't really want to pit. You want to pit as fewer times as possible, because it is a very long pit lane around here. And that could play into the hands of Gilles, who is quite often a little bit lighter on his tyres. He's just able to nurse them a little bit better.
I'm going to say something.
And if he can...
Dan, I would say that the guy that has been taking care better of the tyres has been Miserly Mike. Miserly Mike, I think it's his party trick. He's just... He must be driving that car very smoothly, because his tyres look like they last longer than anyone else. But yeah, let's see how it goes. But I just wanted to say that because on these two last races, Misery Mike, his big advantage has been the way he managed the tires. And I had that conversation with him last week, because they had a fun race, and he confirmed that that's what he does. That's the way he manages the race.
Well, he definitely has done a magnificent job of that so far. I do remember his late comeback, overtaking a few guys towards the end, purely because of his better tyres.
Yeah.
The only reason I didn't bring him up just then was purely because he doesn't seem to have qualified as well as some of the others. But hopefully, with that good tyre wear, he can boost his position a little bit. Obviously, qualifying not always people's strong suit. I do believe Missile Mike was a little bit further down in terms of qualifying more recently, but he was able to boost his position thanks to that amazing tyre wear that you just talked about. And we'll have to see if that comes into effect. Maybe others with some very heavy tyre wear. We've often seen Costa Linneus in that Corvette having some quite poor tyre wear purely because of the car in general just being extremely heavy on its front tyres. And we'll have to see if tyres do play a factor. It generally doesn't play as much of a factor around this track. However, if you are hemorrhaging too much time and have to come into the pits, that can be very costly, as you really want to avoid that massive pit loss around this track.
I'm quite curious today to see how this plays, how the race is. I can see that Gilles is very close in terms of pace to Big Dan. So I know Gilles is a fighter. He proved us that he can be there with the best. But yeah, it's kind of with these new guys. I'm just looking forward, and with a bit of how can I say, anticipation of what's going to happen. We'll see. I can see that we don't have Philippe, but Philippe was supposed to be substituting Tegos. I think he said something that he was going to be a little bit late. Maybe that's why Mian Komase is not started the race quite yet. Okay, okay, I see. And Esk is actually finishing actualizing the PS4, so that's why they okay. We got some information from the inside information. Yes, okay, that's why. It makes sense now.
Perfect. Well, the race should be getting underway shortly once we have everyone ready on the grid. As you said, that last person joined it. You might also want to unenter yourself from the race. Just a quick heads up, you are currently sitting in the pit lane waiting for the race to start.
Okay. I'm not even sure how I can do that anyway. Yeah, did I make the time? I went for a lap, but I only get okay. Yeah, well.
If you just sort of come out of the replays or the spectator camera.
Yeah, and now I should go.
There should be an X.
Cancel
somewhere?
entry. Yeah, that's it. That's done.
Perfect.
I
want you to all of a sudden just be entered in the race.
Oh,
and we have to watch your perspective.
No, I'm not up to scratch. I went for a lap.
Oh, I think that would be brilliant, mate. What? I think that would be the most entertaining race we've ever had.
One day maybe I will have a fun race with you guys, but I need to train a lot and I need to get used to my driving wheel again. I haven't used the driving wheel for a long time, man. God knows. But I did went for a lap around this track, just to have a feel for what can be expected. Okay, and Eskis is in, so I think
Perfect.
The race is going to start.
The last of the drivers.
Yeah,
we just got to wait for Esk to ready up, join in, and then we can get the race underway.
Esk is saying thanks to everybody on the group. No worries, Esk. That's fine. We understand, man. It's you are here. That's what matters, and I guess that's gonna be fine. It's gonna start from last, but there's worse things.
Well, it could make for a bit more of an entertaining drive for us.
Why not?
I'm certainly excited to see what Esk can do from the back.
Today, Dan, I'm already going to say that I'm going to try to do a few more passes to the later guys, because I think we've been, how can I say, not showing them that much, and yeah, they also have the right to be shown, I guess. Of course, I did explain to the other day that, you know, sometimes it's hard to show everybody when we're having very close fights in other areas of the. Oh, Missy Mike wants a stream link. Link to stream. Okay. Oh, it's on the group. They should. Well, I'm gonna turn my thing. I'm gonna see if I can help them from my point of view. Okay.
Hopefully we can get these guys set up, and then we should be able to get underway.
Okay, I tried. They want to see the. They want to see the thing, the stream also. Yeah, just.
Oh, who can blame them when we've got such lovely commentators?
Oh. if
I had to say it. I had to say it.
If we might say so, yeah. That's auto pat in the back, isn't it? Well done.
Oh, of course.
Well, we need that, you know.
I've got to make. I've got to be double the amount of guy I was last time, considering I wasn't heard.
Yeah.
Either way, it looks like we are getting underway for this round. Round 7 around the Red Bull ring.
If it makes you feel better, you were heard on the interviews.
Oh, perfect.
Yay.
Of course, that's the most exciting bit, isn't it? But looking at the grid anyway, we have Big Dane sitting up in pole position, Gilles directly behind with one of the new guys, Bedstead Farboy, in 3rd position, Costelinius in 4th place in that Corvette, and me and Kamasa rounding out the top 5. As we wait for the cars to roll, there they go, and wait for the lights to go underway so we can get racing. We'll have to see just how Big Dane does, if he can hold on to that pole position. But as we look now, they are underway. Big Dane leads, going towards that first corner. With the rolling start, he will of course be unchallenged. And we'll have to see if anything exciting happens on this first lap, whether anyone's going to bunch up, whether any incidents happen. And just in general, if anyone's able to break away, with Big Dane already trying to break away from Gilles. Already Gilles just struggling to hang on to the slipstream. Around 9 tenths back from Big Dane. He's definitely losing that slipstream already. Oh, but Big Dane runs really wide and may in fact lose the lead here. Gilles is definitely closing up. He's right in the slipstream now because Big Dane just seemed to miss his braking zone entirely. And now Gilles 3 tenths behind. Could he be looking for a move? He's not quite close enough to go for anything just yet. As the top 3 settle in, but me and Kamasa looking down the inside of Costelinius, doesn't seem to have pulled anything off, but they are side by side going towards the next corner. Costelinius will have the inside line, but me and Kamasa just slightly ahead. But will Costelinius be able to hold it? Me and Kamasa looking all the way around the outside, and he's pulled it off into 4th place. Missile Mike trying to follow him through, but not just able to do so. And Costelinius holding on to that 5th position, with me and Kamasa moving up into 4th. A lovely little move there.
And with that, we lost Gilles passing Big Dane, but well, it's load of action going. And the 3rd place, okay, boy, is also just there, in very close to Big Dane and Gilles.
He's also got a 2.5 second penalty, so really picking up a penalty early on in this race. It's very easy to pick up penalties around here, to be fair. As a slight too much speed into a corner and you can run too wide and easily pick up a penalty.
Big Dan just coming after Gilles. I think he's gonna try to get the 1st place back.
Oh, but he gets a little bit of a slide on coming out of that corner. Doesn't look as though he'll be able to challenge going into the next corner, and he'll have to settle into 2nd place right now. of course, Gilles will be looking for a little bit of payback. He hasn't had the winning form that he's had of recent times because of these new Danish guys coming in. And he'll want to rekindle that winning streak that he had so early on in this championship. Oh, I hear myself.
Sorry.
Wow.
What? Was just me triple checking. I did say it. Yes. Emma, sorry, mate. Yes. Emma is saying that everything is okay. So yeah, good.
Perfect. Well, maybe we could look back at Missile Mike in 5th position right now, as he is right on the back of Costolinius. Missile Mike started in around 7th place, so has already made up a few positions, and me and Kamasa, in fact, has lost 2 positions, so maybe a small mistake from me and Kamasa somewhere. It's now Missile Mike right on the back of Costolinius. He's already got a bit better tyre wear, to be fair to him, but that's no surprise when it comes to Missile Mike, although he does pick up a little bit of a penalty coming out of that corner. However, right on the rear of Costolinius. Will he be looking for any sort of move? He's not going for anything just yet. Decides better of it and to wait for a better opportunity. Costolinius, in fact, runs deep into the corner, and now Missile Mike with a better run out of the corner. But not quite, actually. The grunt of that Corvette actually allowing Costolinius to stay ahead.
Missile Mike actually let the wheel spin in a little bit. That's why he wasn't able to be just on the back of Costolinius.
That makes more sense. We do have an excellent little fight for 4th right now, though. Me and Kamasa obviously got ahead of Costolinius earlier on, but seemingly has dropped back behind both him and Missile Mike.
I'm gonna
now
do
the 3 of them in a massive train.
I'm gonna do a really quick pass, but Missile Mike doesn't let me. Yeah.
Well, Missile Mike looking down that inside. Easy move up into 4th position right now. Running a little bit wide there, but actually keeping things on the curbing within the track limits, and Missile Mike moving up into 4th place. Costolinius still right on the back, though, and could be looking to challenge later on in the lap.
Okay, just quick pass. Gilles, 1st place, followed very closely by GTP Big Dane. Bad start far, boy. 3rd place, I tried. 4th place, Missile Mike. 5th place, Costolinius. 6, Mian Komasa. 7, Kevin Bungtard. 8, oh sorry mate, Brizinga. Bazinga. 9th place, Gumsy. 10th place, Kitty. 11th, Baven left the group. I think it probably dropped. 11th place, Anipai. 12th place, Esk. 13 Mayasun, and that's it. That's all the guys that we have in the race for today. Back to the 4th place, Missile Mike, and back to Dan.
Well, Missile Mike seems to have broken away a little bit. He's currently got an 8/10 gap to Costolinius, but me and Kamasa looking for a move on Costolinius himself. Looking down the inside, they're going side by side through the penultimate corner. And Costolinius trying to hold it all the way around the outside. Very clean racing from the 2 of them. Costolinius running a little bit wide there, and Min Kamasa with a better run out of the final corner. As they're still side by side, Costolinius picking up a small penalty, but nothing to worry about just yet. And in fact, me and Kamasa deciding to back out of it. Oh, and GTP Big Dane with a huge mistake, spinning out at the 1st corner and now moving all the way down to 4th position, possibly more positions. He's losing. He's now down to 7th. Could it be more? There are others closing right up. Ryan Slinger the next up, but no, he's holding 7th place. A massive mistake there from GTP Big Dane.
I tried to show the replay, but I wasn't fast enough. Well, GTP Big Dan is proving that he's human. Well, he lost quite a bit of time. 7th place. We'll see how it plays for him. We know he's fast. Let's see.
Well, he definitely could mount a comeback, but now Gilles has got a massive lead in 1st position, and Bedstead Farboy holding a decent lead to Missile Mike in 3rd as well. But another move that we did in fact miss is me and Kamasa overtaking Costolinius, and Costolinius is still having to defend. currently a massive fight with Kevin Buntegard, Costelinius, Ryan Slinger and GTP Big Dane. They're all about 3 wide right now, going into the penultimate corner. Kevin Buntegard emerging in the leads there, but Ryan Slinger running very wide as Costelinius has that inside line, and it looks as though Costelinius going to hold on to 6th place, but now Big Dane with the switchback, a lovely move up into 6th position. Absolutely amazing there, very opportunistic from Big Dane, and now Costelinius still trying to hold on to 7th place. Gumsay looking down the inside, as it seems as though Costelinius going to hold on to that 7th position right now. And Alan not quite able to capitalise, and Ryan Slinger, the big loser in all of this, was up to about 6th at one point, but now down to 10th as he wasn't quite able to get that positioning correct. And in fact, Kitty capitalising a little bit, currently up into 9th position ahead of Ryan Slinger, so a lovely little job there from Kitty. As I need to catch my breath a little bit, because that was very exciting going into that penultimate corner. And there were cars absolutely everywhere.
I'm just gonna add this then. You see, Missile Mike doesn't, you know, normally he's not very fast on the qualify, but slowly he goes in the front. He's in 3rd place already. Let's see if he gets close to bad start for boy. Oh gosh, I will make it. I will. Miyako Masa,
we will get better at this over time. I
think we need to train their names. But yes, loads of emotion. These guys are very close. Those 4 places, very close together. It starts in 7 with Costelinius until 11th place, if I'm not mistaken. They are like in less than a second. They're very close.
Well, currently there's still a massive train going on, and Ryan Slinger still right on the back of Kitty. Kitty trying to fend him off after getting a little bit opportunistic and taking that 9th place, but now Ryan Slinger looking down the inside, deciding not to go for anything just yet. Honey Pie almost looking as though he's going to get overtaken in the background as well, but Baben deciding to back off just as Ryan Slinger did. Oh my god, that name! But either way, Ryan Slinger. Reslinger. Oh my god, this is so difficult. Reslinger currently 4 tenths behind Kitty. He seemed to have nudged the back of him a little bit going into turn 2, so wasn't quite able to carry the speed he would have wanted through that corner. And Kitty just edging away ever so slightly. Alan seems to be out of reach of him so far, as currently holding a 1.2 second gap to Kitty, as Kitty still hunted by Reslinger. I said it right that time, I'm very proud of myself.
I'm gonna do a quick pass again. Jill 1st place, bad start for boy, 4th place, oh and I will not make it. 3rd place, Missile Mike, about 3 seconds from bad starts for boy, and 2 seconds before Miyako Masa. Miyako Masa also 2 seconds ahead of Kevin Buntegard. Kevin Buntegard 1 second ahead of GTP Big Dane, but Big Dane is really getting closer and closer as the time passes. Costelinius 7th place, half a second in front of Alan. Alan 1.8 seconds in front of Kitty, and there's a fight between Reslinger and Onipai.
Watch this, Kitty and Reslinger side by side into turn 1. Reslinger not quite going for it, so you can carry on your grids, run down real quick.
Costelinius.
Oh, there's so much fighting going on. Costelinius now having to defend a little bit from Alan, as Alan deciding not to go for anything just yet, but Costelinius running deep into turn 2 will allow Alan to get a better run through there, as Kitty in fact running deep into turn 2 himself, but not losing any positions. And there's so much to keep up with right now. Costelinius currently holding on to 7th position, still right behind Big Dane. So it seems as though Big Dane not quite able to have the lap he would have wanted. Now with a 2.6 second penalty. And Alan, well, he'll be looking to challenge Costelinius in the upcoming laps. But Big Dane currently the big story here, not quite having the pace after that unfortunate incident at turn 1. We really need to see Big Dane pick up the pace and try to challenge for those podium positions, as at the current rate it doesn't seem as though he'll be able to do so. But we know just how quick he can be in the late stages of the race. So we'll have to see just what happens later on. Oh, and looking back, we have Baben Bevan and Reslinger very close to one another if you want to move back to them. Yep. Currently, only about 2 tenths separating the two of them. Fighting for that top 10 position. Baben looking down the inside of Ruslinga. And it seems as though able to pull off the move. However, Ruslinga may in fact get a better run. And he does, out of turn 1, right in the slipstream now. The Hyundai generally not considered to have as much straight line grunt as the Mercedes, but he's making it work here. And now going side by side into turn 2. Baben with the inside line. Ruslinga trying to hold it all the way around the outside, not quite able to do so. And now, in fact, Honey Pie looking to capitalise on Ruslinga going wide, right behind Ruslinga in his Jag, looking around the outside as Ruslinga defends the inside line. Tried to go around the outside as Honey Pie, but in fact he outbrakes himself and is unable to challenge for that 11th position. But a lovely little scrap there for that final spot in the top 10.
I have to confess, I got a little bit lost. I'm not used to have this many guys in the race. I think we need a third guy to help us. Dan, what do you think?
I think we just need like 100 commentators at this point, because there's just so much action at this point that we really can't keep up with it. And Alan, well, he's still fighting with Costolinius all this time, so it's definitely getting pretty intense.
Ooh, Costolinius going out.
Costolinius running very wide, and that's going to allow Alan to look down that inside line. They're going side by side going into turn 1. Costolinius may try to hold it around the outside. He does, in fact, so Alan going to have to try and hold it. He leaves room, and it seems as though Alan able to move up into 7th position. Costolinius still trying to fight back, looking around the outside of Alan. Not quite sure he's got the straight line speed, however it seems they're still going side by side. Alan still having to defend against Costolinius. Alan runs a little bit deep, and now, but Costolinius with wheel spin, not quite able to get the run he would have wanted. Still a better run than Alan, who run very wide through turn 2. They're going to be side by side going into the next corner. Not quite. Costolinius able to slide ahead. Oh, but no! Oh, Alan looking around the outside, but he isn't quite able to do so. Trying to stay side by side with Costolinius, even when it seemed impossible, but not quite able to do so.
And Kitty's there also. With that, Kitty got close to them. Yeah, that's. I'm really enjoying seeing Kitty today a bit more, more in the fight. I know that he enjoys this, and he hasn't had the chance that many chances in the beginning of the championship. But yeah, go Kitty, go! I'm enjoying what you're doing today, mate.
Well, we do love to see Kitty having a nice little fight, and currently definitely keeping pace with the other guys. Seemingly challenging for that 7th position would be absolutely amazing. But Costolinius right now still having to fight with Alan. Now Costolinius not getting a good running. Seems Alan's pulled ahead, sorry.
Oh, Kitty.
It seems Kitty is down the inside, looking for that 8th position. Going side by side into turn 2. As Kitty breaks a little bit later, he's got the better line, and it seems as though Kitty going to move up into 8th place, and now actually possibly going to challenge Alan for 7th. Alan ran wide yet again into turn 2, and Kitty trying to look down the inside, going into this next corner. Will he be able to outbrake Alan? It seems as though he has. He's got that inside line, and Alan not with the best run through the corner. Kitty pulls ahead and up into 7th position, and now there's a lovely little fight behind with Costolinius fighting Alan and Baben, and there's so many close cars right now. Everyone from 11th all the way up to 7th position within a second. It's just so close between this train.
I was saying that I was enjoying Kitty, doing this kind of race today, and it looks like he heard me or something, because it was wonderful seeing him passing 2 cars really fast. Ooh, and Costolinius
nearly losing the rear. Very close right there. But thankfully hanging on to it. We would hate to see another mistake. But Costolinius currently the man with the biggest penalty of them all, 8.9 seconds, as in fact it seems as though he's going to be losing a position to Baben in the Mercedes AMG, and picks up yet more penalty as well. Costolinius trying to stay side by side, not quite able to do so, tries to look around the outside, as Baben seemingly has got the move done, as Koslinius spinning up the rears, now maybe vulnerable to Ruslinga. Koslinius trying to fend off Ruslinga, but Ruslinga now with the inside line. Going into this next corner, they're going to be side by side. Ruslinga braking ever so slightly later. A little bit of contact between the two of them, but it seems Ruslinga with those better tyres right now, just able to easily move ahead there going into that corner as they were side by side, and it was very little that Koslinius could have done in that situation. But something we have missed, in fact, is GTP Big Dane has moved up into 5th position and is currently mounting a bit of a fight back.
And I see there's a first pit stop. Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin seemingly opting for the undercut. We did think that people would have to pit at some point, obviously. The fuel doesn't allow a no-stop. As it seems, most people would be pitting around lap 12 or 13, as you want to pit halfway through the race, so you can have as fresh tyres as possible throughout the majority of the race. And Kevin opting to go on lap 12. We'll have to see just where he emerges, but maybe he'll be able to emerge ahead of Big Dane. After Big Dane comes into the pits, we'll have to see just what happens there.
I'm not sure what happened with Betstar, but he's in 3rd place, and I don't think he stopped yet, so I think he had some kind of problem also. Because
he did indeed on lap 10, he set a lap time which was around 5 seconds off of his normal pace. So it seems as though Bedstead Farboy with a bit of a mistake on lap 10. And that's moved him down below Missile Mike, and in fact within the clutches of me and Kamasa and Big Dane. So definitely going to be interesting for that final podium position. As in fact Gilles now coming into the pits. It seems as though we'll see a lot of people coming into the pits now.
Yeah. Missile Mike also.
As in fact Missile Mike follows. Yep. Bedstead Farboy as well. Me and Kamasa and Big Dane. It seems as though everyone opting to come in. And Missile Mike with so much fuel in comparison to the others. 37%. He's done a magnificent job of fuel saving. Gilles with around average of 23, and some people with as low as 6, but it seems as though Missile Mike has done an absolutely amazing job of fuel saving. As Gilles, now coming out of the pits, will undoubtedly emerge comfortably in first. No, he won't, because in fact he's going to fight off Alan. Oh, very interesting. There's going to be a little bit of traffic for the net race lead. Very interesting. And in fact, looking forwards at where is he? Kevin Lundegaard. Oh, no, never mind. Kevin, unfortunately, not able to capitalise on the outlap and move ahead of anyone. But still, Gilles, he's now got a bit of work to do, hasn't he? He's not only got to fend off Ruslinga, who's currently doing quite well, but
sideways.
Alan going, very deep into that corner there. And thankfully holding onto the car, but that has allowed Gilles up into first position. He probably would have had it at some point anyway, considering he is on fresh tyres and will clearly have a pace advantage. But very unfortunate that Alan going quite deep into that corner and really spinning up the rears.
Today I get the impression that everybody is racing as fast and furious. Really, it's been, very entertaining. That's for sure. Okay, both of them, Alan and Ruslinga, stopping in the pits. So things are going to change a little bit in the front. Gilles today is just having.
He seems to be in a league of his own right now. That's for sure.
I would
currently 5 seconds ahead of Missile Mike.
It's normal before this new blood came into the championship. I'm quite used to that. Kostelinus is in 3rd place. He hasn't stopped, I think.
Kostelinus seems to be the last one who hasn't stopped, and he definitely needs to, because we know just how bad that Corvette can be on tyre wear.
Yeah.
And, well, he's staying out till lap 15. He's going to be struggling quite a bit. He really needs to come into the pits soon.
Big Dane in the back of Bedstar's boy. I'm just gonna call him Boy from now
Currently,
on.
that works, to be honest. But yeah, Big Dane, well, he had that moment earlier on, but Bedstead Farboy, or Bedstead Boy, did have a moment himself, losing about 5 seconds. So both of these two racers have definitely had their own little incidents, but currently Big Dane's got more to fight back on. Setting purple sector times right now. He does currently own the fastest lap, and he seems to be going even quicker right now. Probably helped by the slipstream of Bedstead Farboy, but now he's looking down the inside going into the penultimate corner. Bedstead Farboy not really opting to fight that too much. And Big Dane moving up into 4th position. Will be a net 3rd position, as now Costolinius has come into the pits. And we'll have to see if Bedstead Farboy able to challenge Big Dane later on in the race. Maybe try and fight back for that podium position that I'm sure he'd love on his debut race.
Alan, is my impression, or Gilles lost a bit of time to Measly Mike? I think I saw him like about 9 seconds ahead, and he's only 5 seconds ahead now.
Well, it seems as though. No, I'm pretty sure. The gap's been around 5 seconds the whole time, hasn't it?
No, I think it was a bit more. I may be mistaken, but when Boy, or Bedstead Boy, went to the, he had this little problem, because he was the closest to, he was in 2nd place. So Measly Mike came from the back, and I remember seeing Measly Mike about 9 seconds, and now it's only 5 seconds. I don't know if there was a problem with Gilles, or maybe Measly Mike just saved a little bit of time on the pits, and he he didn't put as much fuel because he had just some already. I'm not really sure, but either way, I think there's 4 seconds missing from Gilles' advantage, and Measly Mike is actually gaining some time also apart from that.
Well, I can answer that question for you actually. Missile Mike came into the pits with by far the most amounts of fuel. Gilles had around 12 to 14% less than Missile Mike when they came into the pits. So obviously Gilles had to refuel quite a bit more than Missile Mike, and that has allowed Missile Mike to close up that gap ever so slightly. As you say, before it was around 9 seconds, now down to 5. But it will be difficult for Missile Mike to gain that final 5 seconds. As obviously Gilles, well, we know how quick he can be. But Missile Mike, obviously, later on in the race, with his amazing tyre saving technique, will probably start gaining a little bit more.
I can tell you this, I think Measly Mike is going for it. He's probably thinking it's now or never, and you see, Big Dane is also in 3rd place, even after that big problem. So yeah, things are starting to get a bit more, looking a little bit more the usual of these last 2 races, and these 3 guys, it's been Gilles, Measly Mike, and Big Dan has been they've been nominating lately, and I can see that Bedstead Farboy also is going to be fast. Lots of changes, some not as big but yeah, it looks the championship is going to be interesting, and it's going to be live until the last race.
Sounds good, but currently a little bit of action actually happening on track if you go down to 10th position. Kitty and Honey Pie having a little bit of a scrap. Honey Pie actually looking down the inside of the penultimate corner. Ooh. Oh, a little bit of contact between the two of them. Kitty trying to turn in to the corner as per usual, and Honey Pie running a little bit deep. The combination of that and Kitty running wide going into the final corner as well, allowing Costolinius to move up into 11th position. Really unfortunate there for Kitty. We'll have to see if they're able to mount a comeback at any point. Obviously, Kitty has been doing a fantastic job in this race so far. Was up to 7th at one point. We'll have to see if Kitty's able to mount any sort of comeback. Costolinius right now on the freshest of tyres on the field, as he did come in on lap 15, much later than the majority of the others. So we do expect Costolinius to be going quite fast right now.
I have to say this.
But Kitty has been doing well.
Alan, I have to say this, and I'm not going to blame no one for that. Just Kitty tried to turn, and Honey Pie was already there. He was already, so he didn't saw him. and yes, that's why they touched. I won't blame that on anyone anyway.
Yeah, well, I always say you have to look at the replay before you could say anything in a race. You can't just get angry at something, because anything could have happened. You may have clipped a curb wrong, you may have had contact with someone else even. Sometimes racing incidents do just happen, but still, a fight emerging for that top 10 position. Honey Pie now having to defend from Kostolinius on those fresh tyres. Kostolinius looking down the inside at the same place. Honey Pie looks down the inside. Last lap, less contact this time and much cleaner, as Kostolinius moving up into 10th position. Very nice there from Kostolinius, as Honey Pie unable to defend. As unfortunately, with that less tyre wear after coming into the pits much earlier than Kostolinius, it was damn near impossible for any sort of defence to happen.
Alan, I see that Jill he gained a little bit of time to Misery Mike, 6.3 seconds. Let's see if his time improved. Oh yes, he went fast, that's for sure. So I think Jill is just saying, no, sorry guys, not today, not today.
Well, of course, he did have that massive amount of pressure from Big Dane early on, but once Big Dane made that mistake, it's just been smooth sailing here for Gilles, currently holding that 6.3 second lead, as you said, and showing just how dominant he can really be, still setting low 29s to high 28s, whereas Missile Mike unable to match those lap times right now, and Gilles just looking to show his dominance and pull away just that little bit more, make a statement to the Danish lads that have arrived in this league that he is here to stay and he is a champion in this league.
Okay, I think it's time for one more passage down the grid. First place with 6.4 seconds in front of Misery Mike is Gilles. Misery Mike 4.7 seconds ahead of Big Dane. Big Dane 3.9 seconds in front of Bad Start Farboy. Mian Komasa 2.6 seconds in front of Kevin Bungdar. 6 Kevin Bungard, 7 Rieslinger, 14 seconds after Kevin, but with Alan only like 1 second or even less than that after him.
Just a quick topic to say. I'm not sure you see one of the racers on your screen.
Maybe. I don't.
I don't think you see, because 7th position right now is actually Babin Baven.
You know what? I haven't seen him for the whole race. I don't know why. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. Well, he's the ghost driver. But yeah, you're right. Cause
we're really sorry about that, Babin. We do apologise. We'll make sure to emphasise that Babin currently in 7th position, doing a fantastic job. And yeah, even though we can't see you, just know we appreciate you and you're doing a fantastic job there.
Did you ever saw this happening? It's just weird things happening.
I have seen it before. There have been instances where you can't see someone in a lobby, and it's a little bit weird. But yeah, unfortunate that we can't see Babin.
That explains quite a lot, because you kept saying that name, and I was like, oh, okay, something is. Oh, we do apologize, Babin. It's I don't know. It's blame that on the PSN, I guess. It's not because
just Gran Turismo in general.
Yeah, it's not like I blocked you or anything like that. Mate, I don't even saw you ever in my life, but. I'm sure you're doing a really great race. It's just a shame we can see it, but you know, this doesn't happen that often. I'm sure that next race we're gonna have the pleasure to see what you can do and how well you're driving today. But even if we can see it,
we'll promise that next race we just focus on Babin for around 50% of it, just to make up.
Yes, yeah. Okay, so this Babin is 7, Sling is 8, Gumtree. I confess I was feeling a little bit lost, and now I understand why. It makes sense, isn't it? Alan is 9, Costelino is gonna be 10s, 11's Onipai, 12's Kitty, and last race for today is Esk. Well, Esk. I'm sorry, no, my assumption is the last one. Esk didn't make any time today, so that's why he's not as fast as he used to be. I guess he didn't have that much time to train also. Okay.
Well, you say that. Currently, Esk is right on the rear of Kitty, only 3/10 separating the two of them, so it could end up that these two have a little bit of a fight. Oh, but I have missed something entirely. It seems Alan has actually made a mistake. So Alan, unfortunately, it looks like into turn 1, something may have happened to Alan, as he's lost many positions, I think going down to about 2 positions there behind Costelinius and Honeypie.
You know,
very unfortunate there for Alan. Yeah,
we need to readapt to have a full grid or close to that, because it does with the races it is changed. We were used to manage way less pilots, but you know, that's a good thing. You know, it means that we're gonna have way more fights, way more people disputing first and the first places and the last places also. So yeah, one thing I can tell you,
definitely got
Alan, Misery Mike has Big Dane on his neck.
It definitely seems like Missile Mike hasn't been able to keep up the pace, as not only that, Gilles has just pulled away massively, but now Big Dane looking to challenge his teammate in the final stages of the race. We do only have 3 laps remaining, and Missile Mike, obviously, we know is able to retain his tyres very well, so we'll have to see if that's going to just help him out a little bit in retaining that second position, or whether Big Dane can actually move himself up into second himself. But very close between the two of them right now. The two teammates have had very different races. One of them having a very smooth one the entire way through. One of them, unfortunately, having a mistake. Oh, and almost having another one there, Big Dane. Losing the rear massively going through that corner, but managing to hold on to it, thankfully. And yeah, it seems as though Big Dane hasn't quite been as smooth as Missile Mike, but we know he's got the pace overall. And we'll have to see if he's able to use that to get ahead in what will now be the final 2 laps of this race.
Well, yeah, Big Dan is proving it's human. I feel a little bit relieved, to be honest. But yeah, since it's like this, you race, you try to be as fast as possible. When people keep you on the edge, sometimes you make a mistake, and well, that's how it is. That's racing for you.
It doesn't seem as though these two are going to be having any sort of scrap right now, so maybe we could move to a 10th position right now, the final position in the top 10. As currently Honeypie and Alan having a little bit of a fight for that final position.
Teammate fight.
And Honeypie has much worse tyres, so Alan now looking down the inside going into turn 1. Will he go for any sort of move going into here? He's had good pace earlier, and yep, all but running very wide there. Really sliding the car, and Honeypie easily able to move back up into 10th place there. Alan really needs to pick his moves a little bit better right now, as we've seen he's got the pace to get up into that top 10 very easily. But little mistakes like that which have really cost him a higher position right now.
I would say that.
In fact, we could see Babin getting involved here as well, as Babin seemingly having a very poor turn 2, and now Honeypie right on the rear, looking down the inside, not going for anything just yet, as Babin holds on to 9th place, Honeypie on to 10th. Sorry to cut you off there, you were saying?
I can see Babin. Yeah, I was saying that it's. I have seen these from Alan. Alan is a fast racer, but sometimes he misses that consistency. That the faster pilots, the pilots that normally finish in the first positions are able to do that. Is keeping a nice steady pace with the minimum mistakes. I'm sure he will improve, but that's fine. We do
a massive mistake there, sorry to cut you off, from Babin, who unfortunately sliding the rear through that final corner, has lost positions to both Honey Pie and Alan. Sorry to cut you off there,
No,
mate.
it's fine.
A massive mistake there from Babun.
It's a shame we can see it, but yeah, at least we know that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's so irritating.
In the race, I'm seeing at the they just these two guys, Honey Pie and Alan, are fighting, and we didn't saw Babun. Sorry again, mate.
Well, Babun's basically right behind. Well, a little bit behind now. He's about 2 seconds back. As Gilles... Oh, we've missed it. I'm so sorry, Gilles. Gilles has won the race. First position for Gilles. A magnificent race from him. Missile Mike coming home in second position, hanging on there. Brilliant from Missile Mike as Big Dane rounds out the podium in third place. Bedstead Farboy having a brilliant debut and claiming fourth position. Me and Kamasa coming home in fifth place. It seems as though Kevin, another one of the new guys, gonna come home for sixth position. Yes, he has. Wrestlinger will be next along, seemingly claiming seventh position right there. As I'm not sure if you caught the ends there, but I was so busy watching so many fights.
I was switching, but somehow I don't think we we missed it for like a couple of seconds tops. Yes, but we still saw him on the straight. Oh god, this was a bit crazy today, that's for sure. And sorry guys, but we weren't used to have this many drivers lately on the race, but all good, I guess. So okay, I think I'm gonna bring back my controller and invite Gilles, Measly Mike, and Big Dane.
That sounds perfect, mate. Unfortunately, I do in fact have to leave for the interview bit.
No worries.
I do have to go.
No worries.
Basically, pick up some of my family. So enjoy the interviews, and thank you everyone for coming to watch. Enjoy the interviews. I'll see you in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, Dan, thanks for everything. Hopefully today your sound came on the stream. Yes,
I do hope so. Otherwise, I've put in a lot of effort for nothing.
No, he did. People didn't complain. So I kept asking, I kept checking. Anyway, thanks for everything.
It's all good.
Go and do what you need to do.
Thank you for being an excellent partner in commentating. I look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks' time, mate.
See you in 2 weeks. I'm gonna get these guys. See you. Have fun tomorrow.
Perfect. Oh, thank you very much. See you guys in 2 weeks. Bye-bye.
Okay, let's quickly invite Gilles, Big Dane, and Measly Mike. Sorry for seeing this screen. I need to find something. I could find something to not showing these screens, but it's all good. I invite them. Okay, Gilles is here.
Hello, good evening.
Hello. It's gonna be the interview is gonna be with me today because Alan had to leave in a hurry. He had things to do, but it's gonna be fine. Hopefully, let's. What a race, guys. It's a shame there was a bit of some problems, but that's how it goes sometimes, isn't it? I guess I guess Big Dan today proves us that he's human.
I am human, yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with Gilles. Gilles, it's a simple question. How did you saw the race today? How did it felt, and I don't know, how did you manage to stay in the front and manage your pace to bring the car home in first place?
Yeah, well, it feels quite amazing. In fact, I was confident for today's race. I knew I had a good car for this track. I just had to work a little bit more on my tire management. I saw that I was making a couple of mistakes that were increasing my tire wear. I did my homework, I guess. I did a lot of practice, like I promised these guys 2 weeks ago. And yeah, I felt I really had the pace. Unfortunately, on my qualifying lap, I did a small mistake on turn 1 and on turn 3, and I couldn't challenge Big Dane even more. But still, I felt pretty good. I felt confident. When I overtook GTP, I kept on my mind. I was going to do my own race. I was going to do my own pace. Unfortunately, Big Dane spun on turn 1, and well, I guess that's the key moment of the race, because after that, I just managed my tire wear, managed my fuel, and brought the car home. That's it. And it feels good.
Yeah,
very good.
well done. I guess that's, you know, you training, you're looking forward to get this kind of success again. I think Mr. Mike keeps coming and dropping. Oh, okay. Okay.
I think he has some problems.
Yeah, he's trying though.
Yeah, he's trying hard.
While he doesn't join, so Jill, one last question, really quick question. How do you see the rest of the championship? How do you what do you think is going to happen?
It will be tough. It will be tough. Very tough. Very hard, because I know there are some tracks that suit my car better than others. I know there are other tracks that are going to suit the Aston Martin and these guys in particular better than myself. But yeah, still 4 races to go, if I'm not mistaken. I guess everyone has a chance to win them all. And in the end, we are going to do the math. I'm in a great position. Yeah, I'm in front. These guys came late in the championship, so the championship is one thing, race by race is another. But I believe until the end, we are going to have a lot of fun with these 2 guys and with the other guys that are joining us today, and I hope they keep coming, because like I said before, they are a plus to our championship. GTP, Big Dane, Mr. Mike, and I saw a couple more drivers that are really fast, really consistent. So yeah, I'm looking forward for the next races, and I'm sure that I am going to have some fun with these guys.
Okay, congratulations for the first place, and yeah, let's see what the rest of the championship will bring us. Oh gosh, I was gonna pass that to Mr. Mike, and he just left the party again. Anyway, I will interview you, Big Dane, while Mr. Mike doesn't come back. Okay, my first question is, what happened on that first bend?
Well, I think the track just went from slippery to more slippery, and I overdid it in turn 1 and spun the car around, and yeah, I had to work my way up from there. And, I managed to secure my 3rd place, and it was a frustrating race. I think I didn't feel I had anything right. The car, the track, nothing worked really. But I'm quite pleased with the 3rd place. It's a good comeback for me.
Yeah, I was hoping for your comeback, to be honest, and I saw that you did struggle today a little bit. But although you still have the best lap of the race, so we know you fast. You know how to race. You know you manage your race. Of course, everybody makes mistakes, and you know it's how race goes. I'm gonna ask you the same as I asked Jill. I know that you guys it's your 3rd race of the championship, but there's still some races to go. How do you see the rest of the championship? How you see yourself? What do you think is going to happen to you and to the other guys?
Yeah, well, I think Michael and I are gonna keep up the pace and try to push a little bit harder and make some more practice. We actually didn't practice that much for this track, and we need more practice to be on our game. And I hope that we can prove ourselves to be fast enough. But we are pretty far back in the championship, so I don't think we have a chance to win anything. But we'll sure try and do our best, and take the battle to the other guys. And I'll just say to Jill, congratulations, you did a fantastic race today.
Thank you, mate.
Well, one thing is for sure, yes, you guys, started with a few races. Well, with like 4 races already done. So winning would be possible, but it would it would be also very hard at the same time. But I'm going to be completely honest with you. What you guys brought to this championship was amazing. You guys made things different. You kind of wake them up. You made them like really go for it and train. And maybe you already taught them that they, racing is a lot more than just be fast. You need to take care of your tires and your fuel, and really think what you're gonna do. Have a good, also work on your tactics. So thanks for that. Thank you very much. You made this so much more fun, and let's see what the rest of the championship will bring us. But I'm really enjoying, and I'm sure that everybody that sees the stream will also enjoy, and even the other races and everything. I'm not sure if Mizzle may. Oh, here we go. It's here.
Let's try again.
Yeah, let's try. Mizzle Mike, are you there? He's here. Maybe not. Maybe I think it's probably is giving some kind of error with audio, and that's why.
Oh, he just sent me a message, but he can hear you, but he can't hear you, but he's online. He doesn't understand why.
It's not like I get any thing, but I don't hear this. Yeah, his mic doesn't appear on the. I don't know.
Yeah.
Today's been a bit weird because one of the drivers actually wasn't even showing also on the stream. So I would say just PSN playing for some kind of reason. I don't understand why. I have a fast connection and everything. Anyway, Mike, Mr. Mike, it's fine, mate. We will interview next time, I'm sure. Congratulations for the second place. Congratulations for the race. Again, you came from the back. So I'm not sure why you can't hear me, but anyway, doesn't matter. Next will be more times. Will be more opportunities. Thanks, Jill. Thanks, Big Dan. Thanks, Mike. Even if I can hear you, but see you all in 2 weeks' time, and hopefully it's going to be as fun as this race or even more.
Yeah, I hope so.
Anything?
Yeah, thank you guys, and
thank you too.
Looking forward to see you in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, guys.
Take care, guys.
Take care, guys.
I'm just gonna leave the video to finish. I'm gonna cut the rest of the audio. See you in 2 weeks' time. Then again, hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. See you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye.